The big question for IT and security professionals alike is how do we go about approaching and prioritising our cybersecurity budget? The threat landscape is obviously rapidly changing, and during the pandemic we saw a huge shift to remote and hybrid working culture. This meant that traditional networks had become somewhat perimeterless and the attack surface had got a hell of a lot bigger. This, coupled with the fact that political tension is at an all-time high, has meant that the volume of cyber attacks that we're seeing globally has substantially increased. Companies everywhere are trying to assess their current and future cybersecurity needs whilst trying to address these ever-evolving risks and challenges. The problem here lies with the fact that the vendor market is cluttered and more cluttered than ever. It's currently valued at over 150 billion US dollars. Cybersecurity resource is extremely scarce, and CISOs and executives are battling to not only hire, but also train and retain their current and future personnel. And then last but not least, obviously security budgets are at an all-time low. The good news is that no matter where you are in your cybersecurity journey, Nomios are here to assist you. And we do this via our cybersecurity maturity curve. Let's find out a little bit more about this through Sianna and Chris.
Here at Nomios, we've created a cyber maturity curve, a framework to help our customers navigate the security landscape and prioritise their controls. The curve is split into 3 sections: essentials, adaptive and proactive. The essentials section is a great foundational layer of security that we believe all organisations should hit. As you move up the curve to adaptive and proactive, what security controls you have will depend on your organisation, what industry you're in and what you do. Today we'll give you a high-level overview of the cyber curve, focusing on the security controls. And now I'll hand over to Chris, who'll kick us off with the essentials section.
Thanks, Sianna. So now I'm going to talk to you about the essential controls. We feel these are security controls that every organisation and business should have. These controls will allow you to pass your Cyber Essentials Plus certification. This is a technical audit that will give your insurers, your customers and any regulatory bodies confidence that you take cybersecurity seriously. In this section are next-gen firewall, remote access, secure web gateway, vulnerability management, and EDR for endpoint protection. Now, Nomios has years of experience helping our customers choose, procure, manage, and configure these technologies, and we'd love to help you. Back to Sianna to talk about our adaptive controls.
Thanks, Chris. The essentials section is a good place to start. As you know, cyber threats are becoming more frequent and sophisticated. The adaptive section not only increases your cyber maturity, but it also addresses cyber threats that are specific to you as an organisation. For example, if your company handles a lot of sensitive information, perhaps you'd be most interested in DLP. Data loss prevention controls where your data moves within your organisation and externally. Or if your company uses public-facing websites that are critical to business operations, you might want to protect from low and slow attacks using a web application firewall, or from volumetric attacks using DDoS protection. There are other security controls in this section, for example, encryption and privileged access management, but what's important to you will depend upon your business. So I'll pass back over to Chris now, who'll finish us off with the last section.
Thank you, Sianna. So what next? You've taken care of the essential controls and the adaptive controls that are specific to you and your business. Well, here at Nomios, we think proactive security is next. How do you continue to protect your people, your applications, and your networks against an ever-changing threat landscape? Well, for us, proactive security requires a SOC. Now, as I'm sure you all know, building out a SOC function is extremely expensive. SOC analysts are in high demand and in short supply. So here at Nomios, we have built a number of SOCs throughout Europe. allowing you, our customers, to leverage our highly trained analysts. What will those analysts be doing? Well, they'll be doing things like assessing your company and their digital risk, threat hunting for zero-day attacks, and also, where possible, automating remediation to security incidents. And if you're ready for that next step, we'd love a chance to talk to you.
Thank you, Chris and Sianna. That was extremely insightful. And it's very clear that every organisation is on their own unique cybersecurity journey and faces their own unique challenges depending on the industry vertical that they're in, their internal and external infrastructure setups, or via the various compliance frameworks that they're striving to attain or maintain. In order to find out more about how Nomios can support you on your cybersecurity journey, please visit www.nomios.co.uk and request to speak to an expert who will be more than willing to help you. If you're not doing so already, please follow the Nomios UK and Ireland LinkedIn page, where we feature weekly exciting content which features tips and tricks on how to be more secure, case studies and general advice on how we can help your organisation.